Good morning to you. This is a little morning flow. You can start standing at the front of the mat. Inhale and sweep the arms all the way up. Feel the palms touch overhead and exhale down through the midline, feeling your feet on the earth. Inhale, sweeping out and up, greeting the morning sun, and exhale down again, that centering, grounding. And one last time like that. Inhale and exhaling, bend the knees, fold yourself forward and down. Take an inhale to lift halfway up, and then exhale the right leg back to the back of the mat. So you'll then inhale the this is your left arm open to the sky, and exhale down to tap, and inhale to open. Just nice to move the body quite freely as you begin your practice, connecting movement and breath together, and then stepping forward, and go ahead and step the left leg back and take that same freeing, twisting, opening movement again on the second side, inhaling to open and exhaling down. A couple more times. See if you can take it that little bit further each time. And then from here, plant the hands, step yourself back, plank pose. If you want something more active, you could pop a couple of push-ups in there, but otherwise coming all the way down. Rise up into a Shalabhasana, lifting the thighs up, lift the head and chest. I like to go palms down with a little bend in the elbows as if pressing down through the hands. And then finding, this is our only little backbend sequence, so finding Sphinx pose, and then just allow the head to release through a half moon shape, dipping down, perhaps with the exhale, and rising up on the inhale. And by all means, you can stick with a Sphinx pose, but if you'd like to, you might want to rise up into a cobra, taking care to tone through the lower belly and send the chest forward. And then lowering down, rise up through a full or a half press up and move back into downward facing dog, taking a little heel press. This is our only down dog, so you might like to spend some time here enjoying the opening. It's summertime here, but wherever you are, whenever you're practicing, just honoring the cycles and that the body is naturally a little tighter in winter, so perhaps working a little more compassionately there. You can then melt the knees down onto the earth and rise up into a kneeling position. Inhale the arms all the way up. Keep the left arm lifted and release the right arm underneath to take Garuda arms. Inhale, we'll pulse a couple of times here, exhaling, elbows to navel, coiling in, inhaling to lift, and exhaling down. Inhale, lifting, and then taking the elbows around to the right and dipping down and around to the left. And then releasing the arms, hold on to the elbows here, and like a tube of toothpaste, squeeze from bottom to top, reaching up. And then circling around, hands onto the lower back. You could take a mini camel type position here if you'd like to. And then inhaling, patting under the knees if you need to here. We're here a little while. Inhale the arms up and exhale the hands back down onto the earth. So you can tuck the toes and just work a little cat's breath. Inhale to open. Exhale, navel to spine, and maybe hovering the knees just up off the floor. Inhaling, knees down, heart forward. And exhale, navel to spine, hover the knees, even feel like you're doming through the upper back. And last one, inhale, exhaling here. Plant the knees down and the tops of the feet onto the earth, then a reverse swan dive, inhaling all the way up. Keep the right arm lifted and circle the left arm underneath. And again, just a couple of pulses here. So exhaling, coiling, inhaling, opening out. Exhale. And then with this last one, we'll circle over to the left first. So lift the elbows, take the elbows to the left and down and to the right and up. And again, tube of toothpaste, squeezing from the lower body to the forearms as they reach up. And then into rabbit pose. So this isn't for everyone, but if you'd like to, you could interlace the fingers behind you and reach the arms up and over. You don't want to put too much pressure on the neck, especially first thing in the morning. So if you want to put the hands down for support, that's fine. Otherwise, an active reaching through the knuckles will take the pressure off the neck. And then releasing, plant the hands, stretch back, downward dog, and then walking the hands back. And so you're in a standing forward fold at the back of the mat now. Come on up just through a spinal roll, chin into the chest. Reach the arms all the way up overhead and hands down through the center. As you do that, bring the right knee up and squeezing that right knee in, yet just checking that you're not collapsing forward with that left thigh. Move the left thigh bone back. And then hands to the hips and stepping forward, just a half step. So you want to come into this baby Vera 1 stance. Inhale again, take the arms up overhead. And then interlace the fingers behind the back of the body and bring the knuckles over towards the left side waist. So ground that left heel, make sure your left toes are pointing forward. Bend into the right knee as much as you can and squeezing the elbows together. Now challenge your balance here a little by taking the right ear to the right shoulder. So kind of like that. Anytime the eyes are not horizontal, there's a little bit of a balance challenge. And then coming back through center, straighten through the front leg, reach the knuckles back and fold yourself forward. Keep steering that left hip forward as you fold, coming into a pyramid position. And like we did with rabbit pose, have this sense of energizing and reaching to the knuckles. Then releasing and smoothly taking your weight forward into this right leg. And as you come here, you've got choices. So you could go right hand onto the hip or opening the right arm to the sky, or maybe stretching it forward here. And then touching the right hand down, left foot down. Just come on up through a spinal roll, taking care of any blood pressure issues you might have as you come up, and pausing for a moment, already feeling just those cobwebs starting to leave your body and mind, and freshness arriving. Now taking the weight onto the right foot so you can squeeze that left knee into the chest. Remember to keep the right thigh moving back. And then stepping forward. Remember you've got that, it's a shorter stance, Vera 1, and that the right toes and hip are still facing forward. Inhale to take the arms up, and exhaling, interlacing the fingers behind the back of the body, reach the knuckles back. Then take the knuckles over to the right side waist, and remember we go left ear, left shoulder. So anchoring through the back heel to assist your balance. It should give you a nice little neck opening, upper trapezius release. Sometimes that can get tight from nighttime. And then bring the head back to level, stretch the arms back. Inhale as you straighten through the front leg, and fold yourself forward and down into this pyramid pose position. And with every exhale, you can fold in a little deeper, but remember that energy through the arms, reaching out like rays of the sun. And then adding in our Vera 3 position. I'll just move back so that you can still see me. So it will be your right leg lifted now, and then options with the left arm. Maybe it goes forward, or maybe up to the sky, as in a revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Do keep steering that left hip down. Would you believe it's your right hip? I would. Okay, bring the knee in and touching down. And you can go willow tree branches for a moment, just dangling side to side. And at this point, you can do anything that you'd like here. You could lay down for a few moments of Shavasana, or as I am doing, spinal roll yourself up and take a little pause with the energy of Shavasana as you prepare to go out into your day with energy, with clarity, knowing that you have achieved because you unrolled your mat and took care, that self-care moment today. I honor you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.